It's their position. I mean, it's their position. What can I do? And I don't mind that. I don't care about that. And when I go into the match, it's all about tennis and sport. And when I go out there, I think about my tennis and things that I have to do to get the win. It doesn't matter if it's Marta Kostyuk or Jessica Pegula there. I still go out there and I still try my best and I'll fight for the trophy. I have nothing to prove, and I go there and I just compete as an athlete.
Marta Kostyuk has never been afraid to say exactly what she thinks, and this time she has delivered some of her most serious claims yet, aimed directly at Aryna Sabalenka. Kostyuk spoke openly and firmly, accusing Sabalenka of unacceptable behavior on the tennis court. According to her, these actions were not just competitive mind games, but gestures she felt were hostile and deeply disrespectful. Kostyuk explained that this was not a one-time issue. She believes Sabalenka's conduct has crossed normal competitive boundaries on several occasions, from mocking behavior during matches to what Kostyuk sees as strategic use of the referee in earlier meetings. She made it clear that she has reached her limit. In her view, this goes beyond rivalry and enters territory that feels personal and unfair. Her criticism did not stop with on-court gestures. Kostyuk went further, saying she feels Sabalenka dislikes her for who she is, rather than for how she plays. She claimed Sabalenka treats her differently due to personal bias, which Kostyuk believes comes from the Belarusian player's own resentment. In Kostyuk's eyes, Sabalenka is not simply trying to win matches, she is singling her out in a way that goes far beyond the sport itself. At the same time, Kostyuk clarified that her comments are not about hating Sabalenka as a person. Her concern, she said, is about the tactics Sabalenka uses during matches, which she described as extreme and discriminatory. One moment in particular still stands out for Kostyuk. She pointed to a match against Sabalenka from last year, where she felt victory was within reach. Then, rain interrupted play. Kostyuk claimed Sabalenka used that delay to her advantage, influencing the situation in a way that eventually led to Kostyuk being penalized by the referee. According to Kostyuk, the pause allowed Sabalenka time to reset mentally, while she herself lost focus and rhythm. The referee's decision, combined with the shift in momentum, ultimately cost her the match. For Kostyuk, this defeat was especially painful because she felt it was manufactured rather than earned. She believed the rain delay was used deliberately to disrupt her concentration and swing the match in Sabalenka's favor. What made matters worse, in her view, was that Sabalenka faced no consequences for what Kostyuk described as manipulation of the situation. That lack of accountability deepened her frustration. Kostyuk also accused Sabalenka of attempting to damage her reputation afterward by spreading false claims about what happened during the match. Being penalized despite playing what she felt was an excellent match only added to her bitterness. In Kostyuk's eyes, Sabalenka did not win through superior tennis, but by bending the rules. Sabalenka's cold and dismissive attitude after the match only intensified those feelings. Kostyuk said she felt embarrassed both on the court and away from it, which helps explain the strength of her reaction toward the Belarusian player. The tension between the two became impossible to ignore when Kostyuk refused to shake Sabalenka's hand after their most recent meeting. That moment sent a clear signal. Kostyuk was done accepting what she felt was ongoing disrespect. Her refusal was not about a single match, it was about every incident that had left her feeling targeted and mistreated. Her message was unmistakable. Sabalenka's behavior had gone too far, and she would no longer pretend everything was fine.
I never said publicly, nor privately, nor to anyone that I hate Aryna Sabalenka or any of the players. I just don't respect her because of her position in this situation. Just to reject her responsibility of having an opinion on the most important things in the world, I cannot respect it. She said that she hates.
Kostyuk is not alone in her criticism. Looking at Sabalenka's past interactions with other players, many believe her accusations fit into a wider pattern. One notable example came during the WTA finals when Sabalenka lost to Aryna Rybakina. After that defeat, Sabalenka made remarks that many people viewed as racially insensitive. The comments sparked heavy backlash, and Rybakina publicly addressed them, refusing to ignore the issue. This incident reinforced existing concerns about Sabalenka's conduct and suggested it was not an isolated case. Another controversial moment occurred at the 2023 Roland Garros when Sabalenka played against Coco Gauff. After losing that match, Sabalenka stated that the loss was due to her own mistakes rather than Gauff's performance. Many fans and analysts took issue with that comment, feeling it dismissed Gauff's strong play. Instead of acknowledging her opponent's skill, Sabalenka placed all responsibility on herself. To many observers, this came across as arrogance and a refusal to give credit where it was due. Because of incidents like these, Kostyuk's decision to speak out may seem extreme to some, but others see it as the result of long-standing frustration. Her comments about Sabalenka's tactics are part of a broader discussion surrounding the Belarusian player's reputation on the tour. Whether it involves influencing officials or making dismissive remarks about opponents, Sabalenka has increasingly been labeled difficult to compete with. Kostyuk's experience is simply the most recent example. Other players, including Rybakina and Gauff, have also expressed concerns about Sabalenka's attitude. Many believe her habit of downplaying opponents' achievements and offering excuses after losses has created an unhealthy atmosphere on the court. For Kostyuk, however, the issue feels deeply personal. She believes Sabalenka's actions are driven by something beyond competition, something tied to prejudice and contempt. By speaking out so openly, Kostyuk has taken a bold step. In professional tennis, where rivalries are common and emotions often run high, few players choose to publicly criticize their peers so directly. Kostyuk has made it clear that she will not stay silent and allow what she views as toxic behavior to continue unchecked. She wants the tennis world to pay attention, and she is prepared to keep pushing the issue. Now the focus shifts to the broader tennis community. Will the sport's governing bodies take Kostyuk's claims seriously and examine Sabalenka's conduct more closely? Or will these concerns be overlooked once again, allowing the same behavior to continue? One thing is certain, Kostyuk has no intention of backing down, and her demand for fair treatment is far from finished. Kostyuk's stance goes beyond her own experience. She is calling for change in how players are treated, both by their opponents and by the officials responsible for enforcing the rules. If tennis truly values fairness and integrity, she believes it must confront behavior like Sabalenka's and hold players accountable when lines are crossed. As this rivalry continues to develop, the response from the tennis world remains uncertain. Will fans and officials support Kostyuk's push for accountability, or will Sabalenka's actions continue without consequence? One thing is certain, Kostyuk has no intention of backing down, and her demand for fair treatment is far from finished. What do you think about the ongoing dispute between Marta Kostyuk and Aryna Sabalenka? Are Kostyuk accusations justified, or is Sabalenka simply an intense competitor? How should the tennis community handle situations like this? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the discussion.